I just wanted to say that. stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm JLP Peterson. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Hi, y'all. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday again. It seems like Friday because it's the last day of our live radio show. So it seems like Friday when it's really Tuesday. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. And my biblical question for this week is to just remember it because this is the last live show. We will be discussing this on Sunday. So you got to remember for the rest of the week what the biblical question is. Do you love your male and female problems? Do you love your male and female problems? Do ya? Isn't that an amazing question? Yes, Jesse, that is an amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, you can podcast the show, but you can also be listening no matter where you are and what you're doing. Stuck at the airport, rushing to get to the airport, flight delayed at the airport, airplane doors falling off while you're on the flight, people fighting on the flight while you're on the flight, whatever. Or you're just relaxing, waiting for Santa. Or you're working out, last-minute workout today because the gym is closing earlier. You can be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And though it is Christmas Eve on a Tuesday, every Tuesday is, in spite of Christmas Eve, will always be Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back Bring back my country to What the? Who let the dogs out? Woo. Amazing. 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 Merry Christmas, y'all. A lot of you are traveling. Be careful out there. We do not live in a pretty world anymore. The inmates are on the loose, and they are watching everyone. So, watch your back. Don't get so excited that you forget to be aware of your surrounding and where you are. All right? Merry Christmas. Enjoy your families. This is a time, well, I don't know if y'all should be honest with your family. You'll mess up your Christmas stuff. You may want to lie and pretend. You may want to lie that you love one another. Otherwise, you're going to mess up Christmas. And Christmas ain't Christmas without lies. Amazing. But Merry Christmas. I'll mess around. Merry Christmas. I want to remind you that it is a spiritual battle. And I want to encourage you to stay focused on you. Watch you. Keep your eyes on you. And nothing about it, nobody, nothing else but you. You and only you are responsible for you. And you are not responsible for anyone else. You can't change the world, so you have to overcome the world. You have to overcome the world. Did you hear that Joe Biden is pardoning everybody and they mama? And if you're white, everybody and their mama. If you're black, everybody and they mama. It's being pardoned. And I don't have proof, but I don't believe Joe Biden has anything to do with all this. I don't even think he knows about it. Somebody else is running it. And I'm told that he's not pardoning Dylan Roof and other white guys. And a white Muslim. White people, y'all ain't got a chance now in your own country. Not only are you locked down in your imagination, thoughts, but you're also locked down in your own country. Isn't that amazing? Think about that. You found it and created the greatest country on this side of heaven. And now you're on lockdown in your own country. And if you dare to try to speak up or change it, even your own people will turn against you. They'll call you racist. They'll call you white supremacist. They'll call you a skinhead. They'll call you a Trump supporter. Your own people will join forces with your enemy and their enemies. What a mad, mad world we live in. According to NBC News, well, this is from NBC News, President Biden announced he is commuting the death sentences of 37 federal inmates on Monday, leaving just 3 people on death row in federal prison. The White House said the commuted sentences will be reclassified to life sentences without the possibility of parole. Watch this from NBC News.
Praise and anger today as President Biden commuted the death sentences of 37 of the 40 men on federal death row to life without parole. saying in a statement, "Make no mistake, I condemn these murderers, grieve for the victims of their despicable acts, but guided by my conscience and my experience as a public defender, I am more convinced than ever that we must stop the use of the death penalty at the federal level." He declined to commute the sentences of 3 men, the mass shooter at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, where 11 people died, the killer of 9 people at the Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina in 2015, and the Boston Marathon bomber.
Can you reflect on the historic nature of this commutation decision by the president?
It's unprecedented. We've never had a U.S. president commute this many people who were awaiting execution.
Brian Stevenson is the founder of the Equal Justice Initiative and a leading death penalty opponent.
The question is not whether people deserve to die for the crimes they've committed. The question is whether we deserve to kill. If we have a flawed, biased, unreliable system, we cannot impose this perfect punishment with an imperfect system.
Mesa, these are the people that want to run your country right into the ghetto hood. And you vote them in, and you let them in because you're afraid that they will call you racist if you didn't vote them in. You vote them in, and that's what you get. How can a people who cannot even run a community, their own hood, run a country? What would be the difference? What would be the difference? Amazing, huh? I'm reading a note from Hate. It said a white Jew hater, a white black hater, and the young something brother terrorist whom Russia warned us about. Amazing. I don't know what that word is.
Tsarnaev. That's the
name of the band?
name of the brother.
What's his name?
Tsarnaev.
Tsarnaev. And these are the people that you voted out this time and they want back. They're not changing anything. And I'm wondering out loud, it's Christmas time, so this time I'm allowed to wonder out loud. I wonder if the death sentences would also prevent people from doing this. Did you hear about this? From Fox 10. Some part of Arizona, I don't know what city that is. So let me go find out. Oh, Mesa, Arizona. Mesa, Arizona police arrested 27-year-old Charles Smith in a bizarre incident where the man was seen spraying grocery items with a chemical at Walmart. Watch this from Fox 10.
Hey, Brian. Charles Smith told police he can make up to $10,000 a month on being a social media troll. But that money he very well now owes in legal fees and his $25,000 bond.
People eat that stuff.
Walmart shoppers in Mesa reacting today about a man charged for spraying bug spray on food sold to customers.
Like, regardless if you're doing a prank or not, you're just really messing with the community at that point.
On Thursday, Charles Smith posted the video to his TikTok and Instagram accounts under the name Wolfie Coletti. In the video, he takes a can of bug spray around the store, spraying produce and meat. Smith posted 2 update videos claiming he threw the contaminated food away, but Smith is seen gathering just some of the fruit and vegetables in a cart, then rolls it into a Walmart trailer parked behind the store. He has since deleted all 3 videos. But Mesa police say while Smith was creating videos for TikTok, the poisoned food was just waiting for customers.
A lot of people do anything for attention, and it's pretty low to do something like that to endanger other people.
Amazing, huh? Evil is busy. And I've told you once, and I've told you twice, and I've told you 1,000 times. This is hell on earth. Human nature is evil. Can you imagine this guy doing this? Isn't that amazing? He's not concerned about the effect it's going to have on your body. He wants the attention and I guess the money from TikTok. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. The world gone crazy. And this guy's TikTok is full of similar videos. But after reading and comment, he decided to turn himself in from Fox 10.
But Smith's bug spray video isn't the first time he's caused trouble in the valley. His TikTok page is filled with similar videos, including this one in April, where Smith is seen sticking a sub sandwich in the air fryer at a Whataburger restaurant. Another video shows Smith masking up and then spraying an employee with a fire extinguisher, then shutting the door behind them as smoke billows out. Court documents show Smith had a warrant for his arrest from Tempe police, but Smith told Mesa investigators he decided to turn himself in only after seeing comments on his videos about how horrible the act was.
Whenever they post stuff, especially derogatory things or trying to influence you one way or the other, I think it's just trying to draw attention to themselves.
And Smith was released from custody after paying that $25,000 bond. Walmart does tell us the store removed and cleaned the areas sprayed with the bug killer. They sent us this statement, quote, "The health and safety of their customers is the top priority. They removed all directly impacted produce and cleaned and sanitized the affected area of the store."
Amazing. He black. So I'm wondering, will Joe Biden pardons mess help this guy too? My country is gone. My country is over. Are you feeling just a little bit better that he turned himself in? Are you able to just walk into Walmart now and buy some meat and vegetables because this guy turned himself in? And do you think, knowing that we have DEI workers now at Walmart and everywhere, and everything's falling apart as a result, that the DEI worker really put the time in cleaning up everything that this guy did? When you go home tonight to make your meal that you bought at Walmart, are you going to feel a little better now? I'm just wondering. Merry Christmas. What a time, what a time, what a time. When all God's children get together, what a time. Let me go to JADEN out of California. JADEN, Merry Christmas and welcome to the show.
Can you call back in like 1 second, please?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Bye. How am I going to call him back? What's wrong with him?
I think he meant to say, like, come back to me, but how?
What did he call it, the office or something?
Yeah.
What the? Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Can you call back in about 15 minutes? On the radio. On the radio. Oh, on the radio. Denny is out of Bulgaria. Denny, welcome to the show and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Peterson. I hope you're doing well, sir.
All is well. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just still laughing with this.
You black. What the?
Mr. Peterson, I know how busy you are. I would like to thank you for your work, for everything that you're doing, for the amazing things you're doing, and kind regards to your colleagues in your audience. That's why I called, sir.
Thank you, man, and Merry Christmas to you, and thanks for your support. It's been amazing,
Likewise.
Denny. Thank you.
And it's going to be even more amazing, Mr. Peterson.
Did you do this? they celebrate Christmas in Bulgaria?
Yes, starting today.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, Merry Christmas.
I'm going to have a nice meal, amazing dinner. It's going to be good.
Right on. Are you having turkey or ham?
Ham.
Nice. Amazing. Well, Merry Christmas, Danny.
Right on. Merry Christmas, sir. Goodbye, and all the best for 2025, sir.
Right on. Thank you. Nice. 888-77-53773. Let me go to Josh out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Josh, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Jesse.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, Josh.
Yes, sir. I was calling to answer that biblical question.
Do you love your male and female problems?
I'm not even sure that I have any problems. It's just thinking that something is a problem makes it a problem. And then it's like that's the whole trick, is that a lot of times things aren't even a problem, but the thoughts trick me into making it a problem. And
and what?
Yeah. And I guess that's it. It's like I see that in a lot of different ways in life. Like if you don't have a solution for something, then it's not even really a problem. It's just like your check engine light could come on in your car and you could freak out trying to figure out what it is, and come to find out, after stressing out a long time later, you've realized it wasn't never even really a problem. It was just a little glitch, something you could ignore, But then also in, yeah,
so
but then also in like,
do you love your male and female problems? That's the question.
I don't think I have any problems.
And so do you
okay.
love...
do I love it? Okay.
What? No, he black.
I'm not 100% sure that I have problems, but no, I don't love them.
So
no.
the question wasn't, do you have problems? And do you love them? Do you love your male and female problems?
No.
Wow. He answered the question.
But you see, is that if I have problems, I may not even have problems.
Why not?
So it could be an illusion, like everything else in life turns out to be an illusion, So it may not even be problems. I'm not 100% sure that there even is a problem, Maybe it's all just in my head, which is usually the case.
And so if that's the case, why don't you stay out of your head? I've been trained to be in my head since, I think that's what school and upbringing, that's what society is all about, keeping you in your head, and that's what I'm trying to come out of. And where were you untrained?
Right now.
Oh, amazing. Well, Merry Christmas. I appreciate your response to the biblical question. What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm working, man. I'm a worker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys that work on Christmas. So.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's easy. It's just laid back, chilling, having fun.
Right on.
And, yeah, I'm chilling, man.
Amazing. Well, Merry Christmas, Josh, and thank you for your support and all year, and thank you for responding to the biblical question, man.
Yes, sir. I love them, man. I appreciate everything y'all do as well.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
All right. You too, man. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Amazing. Merry Christmas. And also, Merry Christmas to Goldco. Amazing. I remember the last time, speaking of Goldco, that Donald Trump was in office, gold prices soared 33%. And I'm reminding you of that because I'm trying to encourage you to get your goal and get it now. Get your goal and get it now. Because another surge will be coming. You know what I mean? So what I'm encouraging you to do, to check out Goldco. Look at them. Check them out. You're responsible for you. Check out Goldco. And we have a special promo for my listeners. Thank you for doing that, Goldco. I appreciate it. I'm always trying to look out for my people. My people. So Goldco and I have a special promo. Qualified accounts receive a 10% instant match in bonus and silver. A 10% instant match in bonus silvers. All right, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Santa Claus is coming to town. Go to JesseLovesGold.com. JesseLovesGold.com or call 855-644-GOLD. That's 855-644-GOLD. And tell them Jesse sent you. There's gold in their heels. Merry Christmas. 888-7753-773. Let me go back to the busy phones. Let me go. Is it KOTA? KOTA out of New York. KOTA, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
Not only is it a pleasure, but I'm honored. And it's amazing to speak to you again.
Amazing. Merry Christmas.
Amazing. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thank you.
I just want to let you know something, and I have one question. I called you a few months ago, and my sister suffers from mental illness, and she accused her ex-boyfriend of rape, if you know what that means. And you told me I may want to mind my business, and I did that. I took your advice. Not only that, I started watching your show. My coworker, who I'm sitting next to right now, introduced me to your content. And you have inspired me so much to the point where now I interview women myself. I ask them questions. And Jesse, I am so amazing at it.
Oh, man, you said, just for the record, you said that your sister accused her boyfriend of rape.
Yeah, but like, when we had this conversation, I told you about it and you was kind of like, she seems like she haven't forgave her mother and like she's full of hate, and you was kind of like, stay out of it. I felt like you was getting ready to call me a beta. And right before you called me that, what I'm saying? Like I just realized like, yo, you're right. Like sometimes you can't help other people. So
no, you can't help other people, period, because most people, as I've said before, most people, only a few want to overcome, but most people love their hell. They love their misery. They love imposing it on others, and you can't help them. You can't even help yourself. That's why you have to let go and let God help you.
Exactly. So you know what I did? Like I just kind of like went through a little depressed state, and like I found my passion of interviewing women. Since I was a kid, Jesse, I always wanted to be a talk show host.
Let me ask you this because of time, though, because it's so important, all right? When you stayed out of your sister, that mess that your sister was doing, what did she say about that? How did she feel about that?
At first she was mad that she was telling her daughter that she's mad. And then check this out. Tell me how a few months later she's going to call and ask me for money.
That's how it goes. And
exactly.
And did you tell her no?
I ain't even say anything. I ain't even respond. I'm like, I ain't giving you a design. You know what I mean? I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out like no beta.
Don't be a beta, man.
Be a beta.
That's amazing, KOTA. Well,
that's amazing.
I want to encourage you, man, to stay with the silent prayer. Stay with it. Stay with it. I don't care what happened. Don't give up. Thank you. Back in a moment. Thank you, KOTA. Sorry about that.
And, when you talk about the illusion of racism and how it's just a divisive tool that the media uses, and it's just good and evil.
Yes.
And that's what we got to focus on. It really has changed my life. My perspective is totally different now. I'm more calm. I'm more peaceful. When you talk about forgiving your mother and letting go of that hate, and it just transforms you. So I just want to thank you for that and let you know that, you really are doing God's work by waking people up with this message.
Amazing, Aaron. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sure. I can hear the angels in heaven singing right now. They're rejoicing. That's amazing. Stay with the silent prayer. Speak up, don't resent, and doubt every thought. And Aaron, you have not seen anything. Anything. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure been good to me. I said, Merry Christmas, baby. You sure been good to me. When I was down and out, you fed me. Merry Christmas, y'all. The Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. this morning. TheHakeReport.com. At 9 a.m. Pacific time. From 9 to 11 a.m. His last show for this year. You don't want to miss it. James Hake is on fire. And if you doubt me, check out the shirt that he has on today. And it's not even July. But for Hake, every day is July. Why, History Month Day.
And happy birthday. By the way.
Whose birthday?
It was just my birthday recently.
When?
July.
Oh.
Anyway.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And then at 11 a.m., Joel Friday TV. Amazing. He black. And there's more to him than just Arkansas. Amazing. Joel Friday TV at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then no other show. Oh, then the Anchor Babe at 4 p.m., I think. We never know nowadays. 4 p.m., the American Anchor Babe. On energy given to him by God. You may not know it most of the time. But energy given to him by God. At 4 p.m. Pacific time. So this is the last live show for this year. We are having fellowships every Sunday morning. We're not going to miss those. Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and doors open at 10:30 a.m. Go to rebuildingtheman.com/church. 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right? Check it out. rebuildingtheman.com/church. So I'll see you on Sunday if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Amazing. Hey, how can people get that shirt?
I think it's limited edition, so it's only for sale during the month of maybe May, June next year.
Right.
But go to rebuildingtheman.com/stores and we'll have the links there. But you snooze, you lose. I don't think you can get it right now.
Every year in July, we celebrate White History Month.
That's right.
Because July just feels white. And so we don't want to forget. We want to remember. Super chat.
Nice.
Super.
Super chats.
Over on
What the?
buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, a very generous 166 coffees from Chad.
Thank you, Chad. Amazing.
Merry Christmas, Jesse, to you and the experts. I'm the gentleman who gifted you the glass boat.
Wow. That boat is amazing. Thank you. I have it right there in my office. That is so cool. Thank you.
I know not to ask a black man if he remembers.
I remember this because it's an amazing piece of art.
Indeed.
And it's sitting on my desk there with all the Trump stuff and everything.
Cool. Enjoy your Christmas and all the best for 2025. How can I be a part of the Bond Network from Tampa, Florida? Regards.
Send your request. You'd like to be a part of it to producer at JesseLeePeterson.com. A little reason why you would like to be producer at JesseLeePeterson.com. Amazing.
And from Patricia, 15 coffees, very generous. Thank you, Mr. Jesse, for your love and continuous service. You are truly a man to respect. Quote, what kind of man is he that commands the winds and the sea? Jesse Lee Peterson. Love and Merry Christmas.
What manner of man is this? The wind and sea obey him. What manner of man is this? The wind and sea obey him. If peace and love and joy are what you're looking for, he's the one. Remember that song? That gave his life on Calvary. He's the one.
I think I've only ever heard it from you.
You know what's so interesting about God and Jesus and all that? Is that everything is like so done, it's not even funny. It's like everything completed, and all we have to do is just live. And yet, it's the most difficult thing for most people to do, is to just live. Isn't that like amazing?
Yeah, people get greedy. We get greedy.
Meaning what?
Thinking we want more, wanting more.
Yeah. Joel, come here for a minute. He black. Amazing. And so let's do super chat while Joel coming in.
Okie dokie.
Super.
Keith says, add Punchy TV to Spotify. Love the show. Merry Christmas, folks.
We're not on Spotify?
Punchy TV isn't.
What is Spotify?
It's a podcast service.
Why we on? Wait to Joel. Joel. Oh, nobody's going to tell Joel I'm asking for him, huh?
True.
So
he might
ain't going to say a word.
He'll eventually hear it. I think he's listening on the delay on the stream. Another from Keith. Another coffee from Keith.
Thank you very much.
The Fallen State.
We got to get Punchy.tv on Spotify.
Right.
Okay.
The Fallen State raffle idea is amazing. I'd love to watch JLP viewers on the Fallen State. I'll even buy some tickets.
Nice. Well, it's definitely something I'm smoking on. Thank you for that suggestion.
Soul Conscious 5 coffees. Merry Christmas to Jesse and crew. Thank you for all the wisdom.
And thank you. I appreciate it.
Jamil, last coffee of the year with JLP and crew. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas, and thank you for your support.
Actually, he said, Merry Christmas, y'all. He put several exclamation marks.
Merry Christmas to you.
Not Archangel Gabriel. Good morning, all. Just wanted to wish you all and listeners a Merry Christmas and Hanukkah. Thanks for a great year of shows. They've been very helpful. This year went by so fast. What the?
It sure did. Like not going north.
Seeker bought a coffee. To you and the team, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm so grateful to be able to field questions to you using this format. Thank you. Side note, it's my birthday today, which makes me one day older than Jesus, if you ever feel old.
So you are who is that?
Seeker.
So Seeker's birthday is on Christmas Eve?
Mm-hmm.
What a time to be born. Happy birthday to you, Seeker. Amazing.
I wonder if you got double presents or half presents.
Or have you been naughty or nice?
Yeah. A bag of coal.
Julia, why are we not on Spotify?
On Spotify?
Spotify.
Why are we not?
Why are we not on Spotify?
The audio.
Punchy TV.
Oh, Punchy TV. Not yet.
We know that. And the question is, why not yet?
I don't think it's that important yet, but we will be on there soon.
All right, because someone made a super chat and they say, get Punchy on Spotify.
Oh, okay. Then I'll look into it then, if people are asking about it.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice. Santa bought 10 coffees. Present emoji.
Right on. Thank you. Amazing.
And let me just refresh over here because I did see more come in. Several more come in. All my bone days bought a coffee. Merry Christmas, y'all. Any chance we can get the Pete from Alaska song on this fine country and western Christmas Eve?
Absolutely. Nick, pull it up so we can use it in our next opening. I mean, in the next hour. That is an amazing song.
10 coffees from someone. Thanks for your help. Wishing you a Merry Christmas to you and your team. Wish you all well. Love from Sheffield, England.
Amazing. Heard around the world by everybody and they mama, if you're black. And everybody and their mama, if you're white. And all the flat earthers. Amazing.
And from from Gen C, 50 coffees. Very generous. Merry Christmas to everyone in the JLP universe. Christmas tree emoji. Going to miss JLP these next 2 weeks. But you all at Bond definitely deserve some good downtime. Wishing everyone a safe and amazing Christmas and New Year.
Right on. Thank you, and thanks for your support. Merry Christmas.
And Valerie, Merry Christmas to all the men of Bond.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
And let me just check on Aries 1 with a couple of diamonds that I neglected to read yesterday. No message. Thank you, Aries 1.
Thank you. Amazing.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that... Oh, hold on. Let me check Cash App. Oh, Justin. Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Pardon me. With a personalized note. Thank you, Mr. J. We'll have to check that out.
Right on. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. That's all for now.
Amazing. So what I want to do really fast, my experts are here, and they are the experts of the JLP Show, and they're also the hosts of their own shows, the American Anchor Baby, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, Joel Friday TV, Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and the Hake Report, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. So anything you guys like to say to the folks? It's the last live show for my experts. What is here?
Thank you. Hey, sorry, am I working? Am I coming in? Test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Loud and clear, buddy.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's been an amazing year. I came into this year thinking I had little wants, few wants. But what else? Yeah, thanks. What else? You guys go. Your turn. I'll come back to it. Circle back.
Thanks to the Bond watchers and network watchers for supporting the show. I started my show, I think it was like a year and a half ago.
Has it been that long already?
I think so. It's been a year. I think I'm like almost 300 episodes in.
Wow.
And you guys keep supporting and showing love and donating and all that stuff. So it's growing. So I appreciate the support. Shout out Liesel, Could we do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lisa, what the? Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Liesel
We got the
for
gift yesterday, Lisa.
sending those gifts. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you, Liesel. And thank you for the support for over the years in general, but especially the past couple of years with my podcast and stuff. So thank you.
Right on. Yes.
I'd like to shout out to the people whom I call the snake pit in the live chats. Shout out to the live chat.
Oh, the snakes.
As well as those who do not participate in the live chat and who listen on the audio podcasts and whatever else and don't ever chat and call in, because that's what I used to be.
Amazing.
And also the church people. Thank you very kindly.
Yeah. Thank you, fellowship people. Amazing.
It's been a fun challenge and fun fellowship. Right on.
Nice. My producer, Derrick, and PR guy, Omeed, said, thank you, Lisa.
Liesel.
I thank you, Liesel. Amazing gift. Thank you. One quick question. Just one. Doesn't Nick look, it's a leading question that way. James and Joel. James first. Does Nick look like that guy that was accused of killing the insurance man in New York?
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
He looks like every
Even more so now, Nick, when you hide your face.
Huh?
He look like that guy?
He went from looking like Zelensky to
To
looking
Luigi
like
Mangione.
the CEO.
Mangione relative.
Oh, that's his name?
Luigi.
Look,
That's Mario right there.
maybe I left Canada for a reason.
The women going to be all over you now, knowing you look like that guy and you
A
been
killer.
accused of killing someone.
Indeed.
Accused of
Be
killing.
careful when you're out there, Nick.
Maybe it'll be on the cover of Rolling
Put my
Stone.
hat back on. I'm gonna hide. I need sunglasses.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
You know that he said he is not guilty.
Oh,
That's right.
You're
that's what
supposed
you're
to.
supposed to say.
Yeah.
What, you going to go to court and say, yeah, I'm guilty?
I mean, if it's on tape,
That's what I did. I said not guilty. Actually, I didn't even say it. My lawyer said it.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
But why? What's the
Joel,
point?
it
Everybody
can't-
done seen it on
I think
videos.
It doesn't
it
matter.
helps
You
you
still
delay
say you're
and all
not
kinds of stuff.
guilty, man.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't plead guilty because then they'll just throw everything at you.
Can't you see Joel going to court?
I mean, I
I'm
told you,
honest.
I'm
I'm a
guilty.
Christian. I'm
right.
guilty.
I did it.
The judge is like, did you do it, Joel?
Yeah, I did it.
I'm a Christian. I can't lie.
It's like, darn, you guys
Leave
got
it
the
to your
video?
lawyer. Get yourself a lawyer to lie for you.
Right. Don't you say
Then you
anything,
stay
Joel.
honest. Just be quiet.
Right.
So that helps him in some kind of way. What the?
Yeah, like otherwise they can do all kinds of things to you
Right.
with their punishments. Way overboard, honestly.
And then later you can plead insanity. Well, you look like you're going to jail.
You get a plea
If you-
deal.
Right.
You can even eventually like agree to plead guilty in exchange for them doing a softer sentence.
But I don't understand what's the point of doing a softer sentence if you see that you obviously see that you're guilty. The investigation says you're guilty. I don't understand how
But you
just
don't-
saying
that's
the
the-
words
no,
not guilty.
You don't want to just hold out your hand to the government to chop off.
And that female lawyer who was there with him seemed to suggest that their side, that their defense centered around their incompetence, that the law enforcement was doing something wrong, and that it was different jurisdictions because he's from somewhere else, and they were trying to extradite him, and so that these two law enforcement are competing. They're saying they're bungling the whole thing.
Well, they're supposed to do that. They're trying to get him off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that
much impossible.
He may eventually plead guilty in exchange for a lighter sentence.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Don't extradite me.
So, Joe, you've never gone to jail?
Nope.
Mays was right about you.
Not black.
You don't know nothing about your black culture.
If I was in the back of the day, if I was there back in the day, I'd be in the house.
You'd be in the big house. So what's the purpose of you being a part of the black race, period? And you've never gone to jail. You never worked in the big house. You don't know anything about. Why don't you just declare whiteness?
I actually stole something one time. Can I tell you a story?
Oh, that's nice. He stole.
He's never gonna live that down.
I
That's stuck in
remember
my head.
I lived in these apartments.
You guys are making it sound white again. He's trying, let him say his story.
Go ahead.
I lived in these apartments. I was probably like 11, maybe 10 or 11. I lived in these apartments, and I had this one friend who was really bad. He used to be a troublemaker. He set a tree on fire one time, and the ambulance came and everything, and I was right there. And he had said, we're going to go steal out of this van, and just for the fun, right? So we went, and then he's like, steal something. I was like, no, I don't want to. He's like, steal something. So I seen a little baby's toy in there, like from like McDonald's. You know, you get a toy in the Happy Meal. Right. I seen that right there, and I took it. And then when I left, I felt
12 years old.
I was like 11 years old.
Oh.
I took it just to say I took something. I felt so guilty from the 20 steps I took back that way. I came and brought it, opened the car door, put it back in.
Really? That's your whiteness. What? No.
That was my closest time to stealing.
You had a chance to be black, and you turned it down.
His conscience has been seared.
Amazing. What do you think about these people that were stealing? Watch this from the Daily Caller. Watch this from the
Prop 36 is something that would bring back harsher penalties for theft and certain drug crimes. Now, this is something that voters overwhelmingly approved last month by nearly 70%. Prop 36 reverses Prop 47, which passed back in 2014, reducing some felonies to misdemeanors.
Before Prop 36 went into place Wednesday, suspects arrested for stealing merchandise under $950 only faced a misdemeanor. And it didn't matter how many previous tickets they had, they didn't spend any time in jail and could keep on shoplifting.
Definitely our officers are feeling more empowered. We're feeling like, we're not just, racking up another citation. Our officers feel like what they're doing matters and that they want to do the extra legwork to make sure that we get a good conviction.
Amazing, huh? Well, that was Proposition 36 that was passed. It says now if you steal, you're going to get a felony. You're going to jail.
That's
but
right.
Apparently, these two black girls didn't know about it. There's 3 black girls.
Well, they found out.
That's amazing.
So these 3 black girls, according to the report, went out stealing, and they were caught. New York Post reported that an accused California shoplifter was stunned to learn she might be slapped with a felony charge after new laws that crack down on low-level theft. Police video shows. The Seal Beach Police Department in Orange County published a montage of security dash and body camera video that showed 3 women allegedly lifting more than $600 in merch from Ultra Beauty. Watch this from the Daily Caller.
Ulta.
Ulta?
Yeah, don't ask me how I know that.
Ultra Beauty. Watch this.
The Seal Beach Police Department released this video of women who learned the hard way about California's new law.
Look how they just walking in there like they're shopping. They're black. Look how they carry their bags like they're shopping. Now they're trying to get away. And the police catching them.
It's a felony. Big new laws. Stealing is a felony. And this is Orange County, bitch. They don't play.
Yep, I know.
This is Orange County, bitch, and they don't play. What do you say to that?
I love that. Go to jail.
We gotta go to
You should have
break.
thought about that before you decided to steal.
They mad at that law.
My favorite thieves don't pay attention to politics.
Huh?
My favorite thieves don't pay attention to politics.
We gotta go to break.
Oh, we're in a commercial now.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yep. I'm trying to tell you guys.
Fake news.
Back in a moment. Hate news, not the fake news. Back in a moment. Back. It is happening to us, too. I was just taking it one day at a time. But you can go to JLPtalk.com and find all the ways to support us. You can check out rebuildingdemand.com and support our nonprofit organization. You can call 800-411-BOND, 800-411 2663. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and Sunny. And also, we have thefatherstate.tv. Ring the bell.
A whole lot of mess going on in the world, but it's Christmas Eve, and Prop 36 has us all heartwarmed. Thank you to the cops who can feel empowered again. Empower cops. This is the end of hour one of the JLP Peterson Show. It is Country and Western Tuesday, Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2024 AD, the last JLP show of the year. We will be back on Tuesday, January 2nd is the plan, 2025, okay? So do join us for church on Sunday, Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, rebuildingtheman.com/church. But other than that, no radio shows planned, other than the rest of the network today. Nice. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, far-left extremist smear artists, Commie Nonsense, report that Matt Gaetz, the House so-called Ethics Committee, ethics is not morality, found evidence, they say, that our greatest former representative Matt Gaetz of Florida paid tens of thousands of dollars to women for S-word, sex, or drugs on at least 20 occasions, supposedly, including paying a 17-year-old girl for sex in 2017, according to the panel's bombshell so-called report on the Florida Republican, released Monday. Is he a Republican or a Republicant? I don't know, but they're a bunch of rhinos who are smearing him. The committee concluded their document that Gaetz violated Florida state laws, but Florida, who love to uphold the law, did not bring charges against him, so this is a phony report, including the state's statutory rape law. Give me a break. As the so-called GOP-led panel, rhinos, chose to take the rare step of releasing the report about a former member of Congress who resigned from Congress. The committee determined there is substantial evidence that Representative Gaetz violated the House rules or other standards of conduct prohibiting prostitution, statutory rape, R-word, illicit drug use, impermissible gifts, special favors or privileges, and obstruction of Congress. So wrote the so-called panel investigators. Bunch of baloney. Matt Gaetz was President-elect Donald J. Trump's first pick to be AG, the top cop, because he is all about law and order. A true man of law and order. Trump is, and Matt Gaetz apparently so too. But he dropped out amid opposition from the Rhino GOP senators, and after Commie Nonsense Network released key details of this same so-called ethics report, which is actually quite old, and it's not even really true, apparently, they say. Anyway, Donald J. Trump, President-elect Donald J. Trump, appears intent on making America bigger again. Nice. In the past week, he's taunted Canadian officials by suggesting the U.S. could absorb its northern neighbor and make it 51 states, maybe even 52. I'm not sure. Somebody suggested that. He threatened to take over the Panama Canal. Nice. As the U.S.-made waterway controlled for a quarter century, 25 years, by their Central American namesake, Panama. I think Jimmy Carter gave it away for like $5 or something dumb like that. Anyway, on Sunday, and I learned that from Trump, on Sunday, Trump resurfaced his first-term desire to obtain Greenland, where you can go be unemployed, a Danish territory. I didn't know it was Danish. He has long hoped to acquire for the purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world. Trump's transition team declined to clarify whether these latest statements reflect genuine ambitions or other motivations, instead pointing Commie Nonsense Network CNN back to his recent comments and social media posts. Think about it. Trump likes to be unpredictable. And a lottery winner, the winner of a $1.13 billion Mega Millions jackpot, has finally come forward to claim his or her staggering windfall nearly 9 months after the ticket was drawn per a New Jersey lottery. Wow. It was drawn at a ShopRite supermarket. So somebody won the lottery, about to get taxed through the nose, and probably going to blow it because money, easy. You know what they say about money? Easy come, easy go. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP, Hour 2.
To stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the second hour of the show today. Merry Christmas. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53-773, 888-77-JESSE. Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, do you love your male and female problems? Do you love your male and female problems? Do ya? An amazing question. You, if you're busy out and about, running around, stuck in the airport, fighting, whatever you do, hate one another, judging, whatever, you can be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad. You can podcast. You're angry. You could be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. Or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. And it happened to happen on Tuesdays. But it doesn't get in the way of country and Western Tuesday. All my life.
All my thoughts, well, they've all been lies. They let me down every single time because the devil's been making homes inside my head. The good, the bad, the glad, the sad. If I could let them all go and give them to God, well, maybe he'd take this anger from my soul. And I'd shine like a light that's too bright to see. And I could lean on God so he could lean on me. Forgiveness, righteous, perfect peace.
That is an amazing song with
Pete
from out of
Alaska.
Alaska. Thank you, Pete. Merry Christmas, Pete. Amazing song. Pearl is here. Your friend, my friend, and the whole wide world friend, Pearl Davis. The one, the only, the unafraid. Pearl Davis is here. And I had her on the Fallen State. I spoke with her on the fallenstate.tv. You can check that out. It was an amazing conversation. For those who might not be aware of Pearl Davis, she is a YouTuber and cultural commentator. She hosts the Pearl pregame, a dating debate show, Pearl Daily, a daily news commentary show, and the Sit Down Show, a long-form interview podcast. Pearl is busy, and I wanted to talk to Pearl about grandparents refusing to be involved with their grandchildren and children. Pearl.
Hi, Jesse.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's amazing to see you again.
It's good to see you, too. I love your show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I want to, any plans for Christmas?
Yeah. Me and my family are doing, like, presents, you know, the
Right.
normal stuff.
Amazing. So I want to ask before we get into the children of grandparents, and children and grandparents. This year is winding down. You do a lot of interviews, you talk to a lot of people, you pay attention to yourself. What have you learned this year about life, human nature, about whatever that you didn't realize before?
You know what I learned is that I think there's a lot of adults that still are like mentally children. Maybe about human nature, like
Yeah.
they're old, but like mentally they're still like young. Does
Yes.
that make sense?
It does.
I think that was the biggest thing, especially women. When I did interviews, that was like the craziest thing where I would interview women And then it just amazed me how many women had like children, but mentally they were still like 15, 14, you know.
And what prevents them from growing up and maturing?
I think it's that they're like dependent on something or someone.
Yeah.
And so like the reality of maybe poor choices never hit them.
Amazing. What a mess.
Yeah.
So, Pearl, the last time we spoke, I suggested that you go and forgive your parents. Did you do that?
I think so.
How did how did it go? Do you remember?
No, I do remember. I mean, it was good. It was good, but I don't know. I didn't really feel any different after. I kind of felt the same.
So you really did not forgive your mother?
No, I did.
Yeah.
But I feel like I never was really mad. Like, I don't really have anything to complain about, you know?
Right. Amazing. So I want to, grandparents refusing to be involved with their children and grandchildren. I want to read this post, and I want to ask you about this. Nick, can you read that for us?
Of course. So let me pull this up because this is who's commenting on this. We got the first tweet here. This is the transformed wife is responding to this tweet here from this lady named Kira. Kira writes, I'm thinking about writing a book about the devastating phenomena of baby boomer grandparents refusing to be directly involved with their children and grandchildren. I've heard so many sad stories from Gen X parents like me recently. I have one too. I think it should be explored. So the transformed wife responds to this. He says, I love being directly involved with my children and many of my grandchildren. It's a huge blessing for me. And she makes it a thing. I'll just go through this where we'll read the whole thing here. Apologies. Hold on.
You haven't read it yet? What the?
The rest of the transformed wife's tweet is this. It's shocking how many young women tell me that their parents and in-laws aren't involved in their children's lives at all. I love being involved in my children's life. It's one of the greatest blessings in my life. Why is the boomer generation this way?
Amazing.
Feminism gained a stronghold when I was growing up during the 60s. Many of my peers came from broken homes or their mothers worked all the time and weren't involved with them. This is what they were modeled. Most of my peers are divorced.
Nice. So, Pearl, what do you think about the fact that grandparents are not involved in their children and grandchildren's lives nowadays, for the most part?
You know what? I don't really have an opinion on it, like good or bad.
Right.
I was just curious yours. That was why I sent it to you.
Right.
Because I was like, doesn't Jesse always say to like run away from the mother? So that's like a good thing.
Oh, nice. Well,
That's how I wonder if Jesse will be like, yeah, get away.
when you sent this over to me, I thought, wow, this is interesting. I think that it's good that grandparents are not involved in the lives of the grandchildren and the children, because your parents are the ones, especially the mothers, are the ones who screw you up. You know, they traumatize you. They traumatize you and mess you up. And if you let them get a hold of your children, they're going to do the same thing to your children. So I think that's why God said when you get married and you start your family, take them far away from your parents, from your children, because God wants to stop the trauma. And if you let your children hang out with your parents, they're going to screw them up.
But doesn't everybody screw you up? Like,
right. Everyone does it. But at some point, some people start to work on themselves and they realize something is wrong. I need to change. And they change, right? They go from anger, which is hatred, to love. And once you go to love, and if you do start a family, you pass on love to your children rather than anger, and you start a new generation. But the grandparents are not going to do that because they do not work on themselves. Grandparents are evil.
So I gotta when I have kids, I gotta be like, stay away, mom and dad.
Yes.
Aw.
Why would you want your children around them?
Because they're awesome.
Awesome what?
Like, oh my gosh, my dad is, I talk about my dad all the time. He's like the best person ever. He's so cool.
Right. They're okay around the fathers, but it's the mothers who are the problem. The grandmother, because she's angry and she's jealous of the fact that the children are close to the father. And so she's always trying to turn the children away from the father.
So I'll be like, Grandpa, come over. Grandma's staying.
Right. Are you going to be able to keep grandmother away?
No.
And what would happen if you told your mama, Mom, you cannot come around my kids, but Dad, you can?
World War III.
What?
Sorry, World War III.
And why is that?
Because my mom likes like babies, and
she likes to destroy them.
Yeah, well, I mean, not always. I thought I turned out okay, you know.
But look at your relationship with your mother. Just imagine what would happen if you stood up to your mother without being angry. She'll build an army against you.
Yeah. The kid thing, yeah, that would be World War III.
Right. And so if she had love and her intent was not to destroy your kid, she wouldn't be hurt if you said, Mom, you cannot come around. She will understand that you're trying to protect your kids from her.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
What? You don't know what?
Well, I'm like, I don't know, when they're babies, they can't like see them every now and then.
You can,
like Christmas.
Let's say that you want, God forbid, but let's say you want to take them around your mother for Christmas, right?
God forbid, you're so funny. Sorry.
Let's say you wanted to take them around your mother for Christmas. You would not be able to leave them alone with her because let's say you need to go down to the market and you say, Mom, I'm going to leave them here, but don't give them any candy, right? Mm-hmm. And the moment you walk out the door, your mother's going to give them candy and tell them not to tell you. And in that way, she will spoil them and cause them to turn to her and away from you because they're going to think you're the bad guy and that your mother is the good guy because your mother gave them candy and told them not to tell you.
Mm.
Isn't that evil?
The candy is evil? I guess it's a little bit, but I don't think
the candy is not evil, but the fact that you tell her not to give them candy and she gives it to them and tell them not to tell you. Don't let your mom know. Don't tell Mommy I gave you candy. Isn't that evil?
Yeah.
In what way? And how
so you can bring them around. You just got to watch them the whole time.
Absolutely.
Well, what if you have good grandparents that are like nice? Or do you think all women are evil, right?
Yes.
Like pretty much.
Except for those who are starting to work on themselves and overcome the evil. There are those who are working on themselves, right? But
yeah.
Because Satan is the woman's God, the God below is the woman's God, and the God above is the man's God. You got to watch your children because except for those women who are overcoming evil, they can't help but be sneaky with the kids and everything else. Have you seen that?
Yeah, you know what? I find that pretty much every kid that says they had like a dad that was bad or whatever, it was actually the mom that was terrible.
Yes.
Like I had a friend growing up where her mom told her dad was deployed, and her mom told her all these like terrible things about her dad.
Yeah,
But he was deployed, so he could never give his side of the story. He was a soldier. And then when
absolutely.
he was like 16, but I noticed, I was young, I noticed her mom was crazy. And then
Yeah.
and then she got older and then like realized that it was actually the mother that was insane and not the father. So I've seen that quite a few times.
All mothers around the world are like that. And even those mothers who seem so nice and humble and sweet, those are the worst ones.
You're so funny. Wait, so why are they worse? So the ones are better that are screaming all the time on my show?
No,
I'm not gonna watch you. I'm gonna go on Pearl's show.
but they are, those who are screaming, they are outwardly displaying that they're evil, right? But those nice, humble mothers, Christian going mothers, they're hiding their evil and they're destroying the children by pretending that they're nice. And everybody think, oh, that mother's so nice. But the kids know behind closed doors is a different story. Amazing, huh?
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me of a video I watched recently on like parental alienation. That was exactly what the woman said about her mom in the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
That everyone like loved her mom. She had all these friends and like she was really active in the community. But she did what's it called when the silver bullet divorce? Have you heard of that?
No, I'm not.
It's basically when the woman uses an abuse claim
Yeah.
to take out the dad, and then she like never saw her dad and didn't realize till like 2 years ago.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I'll send you the video. I think it'd be fun to watch you react to it.
Oh, okay. Make sure you send it to me. I have this new T-shirt. It says, when she is crying, she's lying.
I agree.
But there are women now who are hearing that they're wicked and that they need to forgive their mothers who recreated them in her image, because the mothers pass this on from generation to generation to generation. And the fathers are not able to stop it because the fathers have been traumatized by their mothers. And when you have anger like that, and when you hate your mother, and all guys hate their mothers, you're attracted to what you hate. And so every woman they get involved with is the spirit of their mother. And so that's why their wife become the mothers and the husband become the boy. And the cycle repeats itself until somebody say, you know what, I'm going to drop this anger so that I don't pass this on to my children. And so that I can have perfect peace as well. You got to drop the anger.
You don't think like family is all you have at the end of the day? Like they're the ones that are going to help you when no one else does?
No, your family is your enemy.
Okay. Did I tell them that this Christmas? You guys are my enemies.
Yes. Well, not your father. It sounds like you and your father are close, right?
Yeah, he's so cool. He's
And
he's so cool. Go ahead.
And did he protect you from your mother while growing up?
I mean, they gotta work, Jesse. They can't. The dads have to work. They can't do it all the time.
And so, but did he protect you as much as possible from your mother?
I mean, probably not. I mean, who can?
Right. That's why the fathers have to be aware. They have to overcome and be aware. So, excuse me, when they do come in from work, they talk to the kids. How was your day today, kids? How did your mom treat you? And the kids say, well, she yelled at me, or she was this and she was that. And the father's job is to correct the mother in front of the kids so that the kids know that the father is supporting them and protecting them from her.
Hmm.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, but the ladies lie too much. They can't even. They don't even know. The dads don't even know what's going on half the time.
Right. That's why
The
they.
women, like I've interviewed a bunch of divorced guys, right? So yeah, a lot of guys that just evil women.
Yeah.
And they'll just go they'll go around the town, spread all these lies about the dad.
Yeah.
And the dad will have no idea what's going on. He's thinking he's in a happy marriage.
I know. What a
And
mess.
then one day, yeah, I know. And then one day he comes home and his whole life is real. I'm like smiling. It's a sad topic, but yeah. Like how is he
Yeah, I
supposed
can
to
tell
know?
you're sad.
What?
I can tell you're sad about it. It's a sad
Okay.
topic.
Yeah, I know I'm smiling. It's a sad time. I wish but
Pearl, I cannot tell you the number of fathers who were married and they had children with their wives, and the wife got mad for whatever reason, and she would go to court and take his children away from him. And she would lie and say he beat me or he molested the children. She just make up lies. And she would take the children away from the fathers in order to hurt the father and hurt the children because she's so evil and angry. I cannot tell you the number of men that are dealing with that right now.
yeah, I can't even count. I've interviewed so many of them. It's like the saddest thing when everything's just like taken from them.
Yep.
A lot of them end up committing suicide, because of all of it, because it's
Absolutely.
just like I talked to one guy, he has to put off his retirement by 15 years by alimony. He worked his whole life and the mom turned his kids against him, when they were teenagers. So he's like 60, the rest of his life is, he's got to
That's
pay
amazing.
50 for alimony.
I
And his kids
counseled with a young man from Great Britain, somewhere yesterday, and he's like in his 60s now, and he was telling me that he did all he could for his children, his family, his wife and children, and that without him knowing, the wife was turning his children against him. And he realized one day that they all hated him. When they became adults, he realized that they all hated him and they had taken side with the mother, and he didn't understand it. And then eventually the mother left him. They ended up breaking up, and she took all his money, all his children, and now he's in retirement. He can hardly afford to take care of himself now. He's retired because not only did she take everything, she took the children and the money. Women are evil.
They are.
What a mess.
That's why I don't even get mad when you say it, because
Yeah.
I've seen so many of these cases. I'm like, Jesse's right.
Yeah. But, that's why God said that we must be born again. All human beings must be born again because, as I said, the God above is the man's God, and the God below is the woman's God, Satan, right? And so the evil is coming through the woman and being passed on to the boys and the girls, and it just goes on from generation to generation until the men and women start to work on themselves to overcome it. But women got to forgive their mothers and forgive their fathers for not protecting them so they can stop destroying their own children and the man's children. And then we'll have peace on earth when that happens. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Oh, no, it's not. It's getting worse, Jesse.
I know. So how do women deal with you when you tell them the truth about themselves?
Well, they usually get pretty mad when I say that I don't believe them when they say they were abused. I think
Right.
that's what makes them maddest, because what I'll do is I'll ask them 3 questions and their story falls apart.
Yeah.
And then they try to play victim and I just don't care.
That's right.
They'll be like, I was abused, and I'm like, did he hit you? No, it was emotional abuse, and I'm like, that doesn't count.
That's why I have a free Diddy thing going on, because I don't believe those women. Women lie, so I'm saying free Diddy. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me take a quick break.
Okay.
888-775-3773. Pearl Davis is here. Back in a moment. Steve, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. How have you been helped by the show?
I'm going to tell you this. I believe you might go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, black man that ever lived on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anybody before you that's been that great. You know, freeing the slaves is one thing, but you've been freeing people of their mind, which matters, it should be anyhow, to you more than anything else, because with the mind not being right, there ain't nothing else going to happen right anyway.
If you can doubt every thought, because you're not your thoughts, if you can doubt every thought, knowing that you're not your thoughts, you don't create them, they're not from God, that they're from the deceiver, the great deceiver, Satan. If you can doubt every thought, you can be free, just like that. At an instant. Bring every thought into captivity. It's so amazing. Okay, folks, welcome back. 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Don't forget the Bonds holiday sale, 15% off on all merch, 15% off. So go to rebuildingtheman.com/store, rebuildingtheman.com/store, and check out Punching TV. Punchie, Punching TV is amazing. I want to go quickly back to Pearl, my friend here, and Pearl Davis, and she's going to comment on a few more things that I'm going to get to your calls. Pearl, before we get back to free Diddy and all that, tell the folks how to get to your website, your YouTube channel, whatever you want to put out.
So my YouTube channel is Pearl Davis, and my website's theaudacitynetwork.com. And you can sign up for our email list or subscribe to the channel. I'm also on Twitter, Pearly Things with a Z.
Amazing. Nice. So what do you think about the free Diddy thing?
Okay. I'd like to preface, I'm not super familiar with all the details of the case.
Right, me either.
My immediate thought was the same thing. Like, what, everyone loved him for all these years.
Yes.
And then magically now he is this like crazy person that everyone's denounced. It doesn't add up to me, especially when you listen like to old videos of him at awards ceremonies, and like everyone seemed to like him.
Yes.
I think there was probably crazy parties, but I don't know. Women have a tendency to leave out details that are really important in stories, and that's kind of how they lie. So I think a lot of the women, if he's guilty of doing what they're saying, I bet they were involved.
I was thinking the same thing. So, again, I don't know all the details about what happened, but I've not heard that Diddy forced anyone to go to his party, to attend those parties. It sounds as though everybody went there on their own, one way or another. I've not heard that he forced anyone, and whatever age. And so why would you go to Diddy party knowing that you're going to have a good time and then complain about it later, blame him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one made you go to the party. Why did you go to the party? And all rich people and poor people too, when they can afford it, have major parties. They have fun parties when they have parties. But and so I just don't believe it. I just don't. I'm just not falling for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I'm not completely, because I haven't seen all the evidence and I'd have to go through it, but I'm just a bit skeptical that all of these years there's nothing, and
Yeah.
then one day he's magically guilty. Like,
I'm not taking sides. That's how it is. I'm not on Diddy's side. I'm not on those women's side. I don't know. But I do know that whenever they want to get rid of men, they use men until they use them up. They can make up anything about them and try to destroy them and get rid of them. They don't care. They have no feelings.
Yeah, that's true.
Pearl, before we run here, I want to ask, there's a big deal about men playing in women's sports, right? They're like having a hissy fit about that. but they are not concerned about women playing in men's sports. If men are too much for women to play in their sport, why don't I hear the same outcry about women playing in men's sport? What's the difference?
Are women playing in the men's leagues?
Well, they want to do judo and karate, and they want to be a part of the football and all that with the guys. They've been upset with the football that women are not allowed to play yet.
Oh, like the kickers. Okay.
Right.
I'll tell you my opinion on this. So last spring, I played volleyball in England for 3 years.
Right.
And last spring there was a tournament where there were trans men or whatever, like men in women's clothes playing, right? And I go around and I'm like, does anyone have a problem with this? I'm interviewing the women like, hey, you guys want to play against a guy in a boob job? None of the women say anything. They all look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I just think, you know what? The women are the ones that allowed and let these men into the sports. They're the one that pushed it. They're the one that gets mad if they get kicked out. So if you guys get stuck playing against them, I don't really have any sympathy because women are the ones that pushed it.
Absolutely. What a mess. And so just for the record, folks, Pearl and I are not saying Denny is innocent or guilty. We don't know the details, but we do know how women think and how they operate. But we don't know about the Denny thing, right? I want you to meet a few people. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay, I need my experts to come in here for a minute. My experts, I'm building this network, 24-hour radio network, Pearl, and it's going to be 24-hour talk.
I don't know if she'll be able to see them.
We're all men only.
We could definitely talk to her.
For 24-hour talk, right? Because men are under such attack and they have been putting out everything. You know, they're throwing them out of everything and replacing men with women. So we got to bring men back. Because if we don't bring back the order of God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children, it's only going to get worse and not better. So
Sorry, go ahead.
So we're working on bringing back that order. What were you about to say?
I have a really good idea for Twitter and YouTube. And this is a little bit, what if there was a mute button for women where you could click mute and then you could only... It might hurt my channel, but I think it would be a good idea.
I love that idea. What the?
That's what Linya and Chin does in the chat. He blocks all women.
Oh, he does?
In our snake pit chat.
Really?
Yeah.
So Pearl can't see you guys, right?
No. Right.
No. So can you come and let her see you and then go back and sit? So the first guy you're about to see is Joel Friday. He black, and he is the host of Joel Friday TV, Monday through Thursday.
Is that how you introduce people? Like, he black, he white?
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And then this other one is the Hake Report. He white, the guy with the good hair.
Nice to see you.
That's Pearl.
Nice to meet you, Pearl. Hey, Pearl. I was telling the Snake Pit I like your character arc.
My character arc?
Yeah. How your story has developed. How your positions have developed and all that stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the American Anchor Baby. And his show is on Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. The American,
Nice.
he is Mexican.
My mom popped
Are you
out
Mexican?
Something like that.
Something like that. The point is, my mom
don't-
was pregnant.
you don't know?
She jumped over the border, and then I popped out. And now I'm an American.
Wait, did she really?
Pretty close enough.
More or less.
So Jesse introduces you. That's so funny. What would I get? Nice to meet you.
Come back for 1 minute, Nick.
Why didn't I get she white?
She white. Pearl, you know that guy that was accused of killing the insurance person in New York recently? Remember that story?
Luigi Mangione.
Speaking to the
Oh,
mic.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't Nick look like him? Or does he to you? Yeah?
A little bit. A little bit. I can see it. I can see it. That's why women are evil. He's got all these female fans.
I know. I
They're in
know.
love
Huh?
with him.
The guy been accused
I
of
know.
killing someone, and the women love him. Amazing. So I want you to meet these guys because next year I'm hoping at some point you could be a guest on all of their shows at some point in time next year.
Yeah.
I know you're busy, but it'd be nice for them to have a talk with you because they love what you're doing and they love your courage.
Thank you.
All right, so sometime next year, along
Yeah.
the way.
Where are you guys? You're in California, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember. I came to your studio and I beat everyone there because I was early.
I know you white. Amazing. Any questions for Pearl or anything else? All right, James, you like her work. And James, the white guy with the good hair, he's not afraid of the blacks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I want to know how you deal with the hate that you catch. Do you read all the hate? Do you read a lot of the hate?
It was hard for me at first, to be honest. But now I'm just kind of used to it. I'm like, oh, there's another. So, you know.
Yeah, nice.
But the first time it happened, yeah, I didn't deal with it very well. It was pretty hard.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, they say some nasty, mean, crazy things to her.
That's because they're evil.
Yeah.
Absolute evil. Well, Pearl, Merry Christmas to you, and I wish you the best this coming year, and hopefully we'll see each other again next year. And keep your children away from your mother.
Okay, I'll tell her. I'll send her the stream and I'll say, sorry, Mom.
Yeah. And if you have to, let's say your husband said, we got to go to your mother. Make sure you keep your eyes on your children so your mother doesn't turn them away from you.
I'll do that.
All right.
I have women shouldn't vote t-shirts. Should I send you some?
Yes. And I'm being.
I want to believe no women too. I think that's my next one.
Oh God, I love that. Believe no women. You're gonna have to get a bodyguard.
I know. I used to. You know what's funny? I used to wear the women shouldn't vote shirts just to the gym, and it was a very liberal gym in the city of London.
Right.
And like, I would just wear it like every day, and there would be like OnlyFans models there, and like gay pastors, like all this crazy stuff. No one really said anything to me though.
That's amazing. Nice. Well, I'm working with a lot of women around the world, and there are those women who have admitted that they are evil and that they do have this anger that came from their mothers, and they're starting to work on themselves. They're starting to overcome it. And prior to understanding that they need to forgive, they didn't realize how evil they were or how to overcome. But now they know that they need to go and forgive their mothers because they become just like their mothers. Some women are starting to work on it. So there's a little hope left for a few. Most won't, but a few will.
And tune into Pearl Daily so I can kill it because statistically, sorry. I talk about how the world's going down.
Oh, yeah. It's a mess. What a mess. Well, Pearl, I got to run. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
From all of us. Can she hear you guys? She can't hear you.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
They sound like Beta.
Go again, Joel.
Merry Christmas, Pearl.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's my alpha voice.
That's your alpha voice?
Yeah.
Amazing. Pearl, thanks for coming on. Amazing. Nice. Let me go to the busy phone. Do you want to say something, Joe? Okay. Busy phones. Jaden, you think Jaden is ready now? What's up?
Give me 15 minutes.
Jaden, welcome to the show out of California.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Jaden.
I'm sorry for being black earlier. That was my fault.
You black.
Well, just to make it quick, very soon I'm joining the military, and I'm not going to be able to watch your show for a while I'm out there. I'm going to be training. So I just need some, what's the wisdom you got for me going out there? Just something to remember every day. 3
things I want you to remember, and you can't go wrong.
All right.
Stay away from anger. I don't care what happens, what you see, you stay away from anger. There is never, ever, 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 no situation, no matter what, there's never a reason to be angry. Even if you end up in battle and you have to shoot in battle to protect yourself or whatever, right? Don't get angry, all right?
All right.
Stay away from anger. And then practice staying present. Do the silent prayer. And when you're out and about, shock your body by becoming conscious that time. Let's say you're out busy working. Take a moment and be present. And so that your body can be shocked into reality. So practice staying present and stay away from anger, no matter what. Speak up, but don't be angry. And you cannot go wrong, Jaden.
You said there was 3 things.
Oh, the 3 things. Let's see. Do the silent prayer. Stay away from anger. Well, 2. 2 for sure. Don't be angry. Stay away from anger. And do the silent prayer. Practice being present.
Yeah, I feel like those things are going to be a little challenging because they're going to try to make you angry and they're going to be having you working every second of every day. But I will try my hardest. No, I will do it.
Yeah, they will try to make you angry so that they can control you. I know that going through basic training, they call you names, they'll yell at you, they make you get up early in the morning and all that.
Right.
Because they want to make
you silent prayer.
Right. And so they want to make you angry so that they can control you. But you just stay quiet and notice that they're trying to make you angry and don't fall for it. But you don't have to tell them, oh, I'm not angry. You just keep quiet and pay attention and you'll be fine.
Right.
When are you going?
Literally I'm talking to the recruiter today, and usually after you talk to the recruiter, you get out of there in a week or 2.
Wow, amazing!
I got some stuff to do first. I'm going to make sure I forgive my mother and father before I leave. Though I don't want to take that anger with me into battle and stuff.
Absolutely, man. And I'm glad that if you got to go or you want to go to the military, that you're doing it at a time when Donald Trump is back.
Right.
Because I would not have recommended anyone to the military under this administration we have right now.
I did ask you about that a year ago. You told me don't do it under Biden. And now that Trump is president, well, it's time, bro. Go to war.
Amazing. Well, I wish you well with that, man. And whenever you can, check in and let us know how it's going for you.
All right.
Thank
you, Jesse.
So stay with the prayer. Stay away from anger. Stay present, and you'll be fine.
All right. Amazing.
Amazing. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Happy New Year.
All right. Amazing. Let me type a note to Hate.
Do you see in my note to you?
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Let me go to Josh, a first-time caller out of Texas. Josh, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Jesse, how's it going, man?
All is well, Josh.
Hey, just in light of the biblical question you have, I just had a question because I understand the difference between things being revealed to you and then thoughts. So I've been seeing this girl for about all of this year. She kind of noticed some things in me that from what I've been doing with overcoming, and then she kind of forced it out of me like, hey, where are you getting this from? And I pointed her to your show. And then since then, she's been kind of using, trying to like watch your show to figure out how to have leverage or control me. Is that something you've ever experienced, or am I just in my thoughts?
No, you're absolutely right, because the hell in her hate the truth in you and hate to have it in you. Dopper.
Oh, that's easy. I knew you were going to say that. I was just like in the thoughts and all that, but I knew you were going to say that exactly.
Because now that you're working on yourself, and if she is not working on yourself, as I said, the evil in her will work overtime to destroy the love, the light in you. And that if she were working on herself, that would be a different story. But now that you see where she's coming from, I wouldn't play around with it at all. I'll be done with her.
Now that you say that, just one clarifying thing. At times it seems like she wants to work on herself and is, and she'll show improvement. But as soon as she doesn't get her way, it seems like she'll go purposely unconscious and as evil as possible. Is that something?
Yeah, because she might be pretending that she's working on herself in order to get control of you. And so she will pretend to be or to do what you're doing, and it's just a pretense. I wouldn't mess around with it, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'm black, by the way.
Oh, you're black. You're dealing with pure evil. Now, if she just said, you know what? If she said, you know what, Josh, I'm wrong, I'm evil, I'm going to work on myself, and she's willing to go and forgive her parents and do the silent prayer and stop playing those games, then it's a different story. But if she's unwilling to do those things, you're dealing with pure hell, and it's dangerous for you. I wouldn't play with evil.
Yeah, you're right. I think I messed up, like trying to be unwaveringly loving and unreactive to it. And then sometimes I confuse that with whether I'm like testing or playing with evil. Do you have anything to say about that?
What do you mean by unwavering? Whatever you say.
Right, like, yeah, kind of like.
Why are you looking crazy like that? He looking like that.
I was looking at the fire.
But you're getting hypnotized.
All right, go back to your call.
Hake is looking crazy here. It's making me nervous.
I'm a little tired, and I'm thinking about stuff.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Josh. What do you mean unwavering with something?
Kind of like another person shouldn't affect you overcoming yourself and trying to be of love.
Right.
And so sometimes I confuse whether I'm doing that or I'm like playing with the devil, if that makes sense. Or like you said, test the evil.
Well, you stay present so you can see what you're doing, and whatever the thoughts are suggesting to you, then you're playing with fire, because all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Yeah, you're right.
What a mess.
Yep. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right. I got to take a break. 1 more hour to go. When I come back, we're going to move calls and super chats. It's the last show of the year. So I'll be back and taking all calls. Hate news, not the fake news, coming up now. Back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven.
Some serious mess going on in the world, and it's not just from Hake looking intently into the fire and planning my show or thinking about my show. This is the end of hour 2 of Country and Western Tuesday, Christmas Eve, last JLP show of the year of 2024 AD, the year of our Lord. There is one line open. You can call in right now during Hake News, not fake news. Or is it fake news? I gave you some fake news from Commie Nonsense about Matt Gaetz. And JLP will, to get on hold, to get on air with JLP, and he will be right back to your calls, guys and gals. Last hour of the JLP show coming right up. The Hake Report is coming up after that. Joelle Friday TV will be after that. And then American Anchor, baby, at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. We're in Standard Time, so that would be 5 Mountain Standard Time. Nice. A Hawaii volcano. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, one of the world's most active volcanoes, did you know, erupted on Monday after a 3-month hiatus, spewing bright orange lava. Beautiful. As high as 300 feet, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Kilauea, I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe this is bothering me. Pronounce. Kilauea, pronounce. Let's see. Let's hear. It's not wanting to do it. Let's see. Come on. Hold on. Anyway, it's something. Here, let's hear it. Kilauea. Nice. Sorry, guys. Pardon me. Began erupting roughly 2:20 a.m. local time. Continued throughout the day, bringing packed crowds to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. They wanted to see it, which is open to the public 24 hours a day. The USGS Geological Survey has also posted a live stream of the spectacle. Hey, so this is not such a bad thing necessarily. I'm glad I wasn't poo-pooing a horrible tragedy. Authorities assured the public nearby communities would not be in danger as the eruption is contained within the park, but warned that emission rates of the volcanic gases were very high. I wonder if it may contribute to global warming or climate change. I don't know. Spreading downward from the crater affecting air quality, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. And Bill Clinton, pray for Bill Clinton. He's married to Hillary. A shout out to Hillary. Beautiful Hillary, once beautiful at one point. Former President Bill Clinton, once a president, always a president, even though he was one of the worst, was admitted Monday afternoon to Washington, D.C. hospital, where he's undergoing testing and observation after developing a fever. So said his spokesman. Shout out to CNN for acknowledging it's a spokesman, not a spokesperson. Telling Commie Nonsense Network. Clinton is the tender age of 78 years old, but he looks skeletal. It's like Hillary sucked out all of his fat and got the fat on her instead. And it didn't used to be that way. He was at his home in Washington State or D.C., wherein he was taken to MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. I guess that's D.C.? Don't know geography. He was expected to remain at least overnight in the hospital, an aide said, describing one of our worst recent presidents. They're all the worst, except for Trump. As awake and alert since leaving the black on the inside White House nearly a quarter century ago. They called him the first black president. That's how bad he was. The 42nd president has endured several health scares. Did you know? He had a quadruple bypass, whatever that is, heart surgery in 2004. Didn't know that. Experienced a partial collapsed lung the following year. Ooh. Hillary stepped on him. I'm just kidding. That's not funny. He had another heart procedure in 2010 when 2 stents, S-T-E-N-T-S, even though it sort of sounds like stents were inserted into a coronary artery. What a mess. The FDA has approved a generic version of the daily injectable GLP-1 medicine, liraglutide. I don't know, some diabetes drug. So, diabetes sufferers, maybe there's a drug for you. I'm James Hake, now back to JLP, Hour 3.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the third hour of the show, and Merry Christmas. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question is, do you love your male and female problems? Do you love your male and female problems? Do you? You, if you're busy about doing your Merry Christmas shopping, making your dinner already, whatever you're doing, anywhere in the world, you can listen to the show on your iPhone or iPad. You can podcast, but you can listen to the show on your iPhone or iPad anywhere in the world. And you can podcast by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me on Coffee. BuyMeOnCoffee.com/JLP Talk. Excuse me. BuyMeOnCoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. And we're going to get to your super chats and everything. It's Tuesday. And all my life I've been oh. I want to hear that song. It is Christmas Eve, the last hour, and the last show of the year. So we're going to take as many calls and super chats as possible. And I want you guys to meet the other half of the staff and who will show their appreciation of what you have done to help us to help others. But it's Tuesday. And every Tuesday, even though it's Christmas Eve, every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday.
All my thoughts, well, they've all been lies. They let me down every single time because the devil's been making homes inside my head. The good, the bad, the glad, the sad. If I could let them all go and give them to God, well, maybe he'd take this anger from my soul. And I'd shine like a light that's too bright to see. And I could lean on God so he could lean on me. Forgive perfect peace.
Amazing. Amazing song. I want to go to the phones, and then I want to get Derrick, my producer, and Omeed, my PR guy, to come in for a few minutes while I am talking to Vanessa out of California. Vanessa, welcome to the show. You're on the air. Merry Christmas.
Oh, come thou rod of Jesse, free thine own from Satan's tyranny, from depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory over the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Vanessa. Amazing song. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome, and I just thank you, and Merry Christmas, and happy birthday to ya, Jesus. Happy birthday.
That's right. It is Jesus' birthday. What the?
And he's 2,025 years old. Isn't that amazing? Older than us.
He's older than dirt.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
I love you all, and God bless you all. Jesse, Francisco, Doug, Bill, James, Joel, Nick, Omeed, Derrick. I'm using Santa's naughty list to read off right now.
Right on. Merry Christmas to you, Vanessa. And
okay.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, wonderful. God bless you. Back at you, brother.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay,
amazing. 888-77-JESSE. I want to quickly introduce my producer, Derrick. He black.
I'm black.
And Derrick is the producer of the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show. And we will be talking to the producer of The Father's Day here in a minute. This is in the way?
Well, yes, it is.
How about now?
We're good now. We're good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good now. Thank you, Nick.
And then my PR guy, Omeed. He's like, does he look like Allah U'aba people?
What was my name for the first few months I worked here?
Oh, no.
Oscar.
I thought
it was
It was Monto.
Monto.
It was Monto, and then it was something else.
It was Allah U'aba name. And so this is my PR guy, Omeed, the Allah U'aba guy. And then this is my producer of the Jesse Lee Peterson show, the black one.
That's the black one.
I wanted everybody to meet you guys. Any word for the folks?
Hey, how's it going, you guys? I am Derrick, the producer of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Be sure to send me any tips or any guests that you would like on the show to producer@jesseleepeterson.com.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And Omeed, anything?
Just it's been a blast working here. Super fun, as you guys can imagine how fun it is, and even more rewarding being a part of Bond. So thank you, and thank you guys all, and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to wish him a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Amazing. He kind of country too, folks. Cause you're from Memphis. You're from Memphis, right?
Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, sir.
Wow. Memphis, Tennessee is a very violent city.
Yeah, it's finna get worse.
Finna. What's wrong with the blacks?
FINNA, finna. Yeah. Finna get worse. But we're praying, you know.
You praying on what?
Praying, you know.
About for what?
Praying for better days.
That ain't gonna happen. Y'all been praying for better days in Memphis forever, and it only gotten worse.
I mean, a man can dream. He can hope, right?
What's your name, Martin Luther King or something?
Oh, come on now. You don't have to do me like that. I'm not Martin Luther King.
You look like a young Martin Luther King when I said it. Look like Martin Luther King.
Okay.
A young Martin Luther King.
Yeah, Martin Luther King. Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, this is my more the staff member folks that's been working hard behind the scenes to make this all happen. And from all of them and all of us to you all, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
Christmas.
Amazing. Nice. Let me go to Ryan out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Ryan, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yes. I wanted to say that it's the happy holidays, and my question to you, like, how can you throw up this dividing line between good and evil, which I don't believe in?
You don't believe in good and evil? You don't believe there's good and evil?
No, why like to throw out that word evil?
I'm sorry?
Because I like to throw out that word evil.
So you believe evil, you believe good as
I
is,
believe
but,
in good and bad, but not evil.
and why not?
Why? Why should I?
No, but why you don't believe, do you believe in good?
I believe in good, I believe in bad.
But you don't believe, I don't understand.
I don't understand this either, so we got to break it down to each other.
And so why don't you believe good, but you don't believe evil, right?
Because it's only good and bad.
So it's bad evil or just bad?
It's bad.
And how does bad happens?
Hold on, wait. Bad happens when you make a bad decision or something like that.
And who
Evil
causes
happens
you?
when evil happens. Evil happens when people have a tendency to kill one another. That's evil.
And who influences human beings to want to kill one another?
Huh?
Huh? If you can,
Like I said,
you can hear.
like I
Who
said,
encourages
it can
human
happen-
beings?
It can happen on either side of the coin.
I know, but who
Either
encourages human beings to want to hurt one another?
It depends on the human being.
No, who encourages it? Human beings just don't make
It
up their
depends
own.
on the human being.
Human beings just don't make up their mind, their own decisions.
So hold on, wait. Okay,
Right. Human beings just don't decide that they want to hurt someone. Who made those decisions for human beings?
I don't know how to answer your question, so answer mine. What you trying to imply?
That there's good and evil. There's a devil, evil, and there's a God, good.
I don't believe in that. I believe in good and bad. You're not gonna get me to change my mind.
I don't want you to change.
It's only good. It's only good and bad.
I don't want you to change your mind.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do. You do this to most people.
I don't.
You're not gonna do it to me.
Right.
You're not gonna do it to me.
Why would I want you to change your mind? Why?
Because you keep on inserting because they got evil and good, but it's good and bad. My belief, and let me run with my belief. So my belief, you can only do two things. You can only do good and bad. You can only get in life a good grade or a bad grade. So you're telling me when you went back to school, the teacher gave you a good grade for what you did, and then she gave you a bad grade. But in your words, you want to change that to an evil grade. Why do you think they did that?
Do you believe that you don't believe that? So how did you become evil? If
Nobody became evil. There's no evil in me.
There's no evil in you?
No. Why is like the evil in you?
Is there good in you? Is there only good in you?
Is there only good in you?
No, is there only good in you, right?
Is there only good in you?
Right. I'm asking you one more time. You don't answer a question with a question. Is there only, you said there's no evil in you, right?
No, I told you I don't believe in evil.
And you believe.
I can only do.
And
Let
you
me
believe.
tell you again.
And you believe
It can
that.
only be one or two things between good and bad. I may make a good decision. I may make a bad decision.
And so when God say that our battle is a battle between good and evil, was he lying?
Hold on, wait. Let me correct you.
Was he lying
Let
first?
me correct you.
Was
Let
he
me correct
lying?
you right now. Let me correct you. The law says the battle is not on one human being to another. The law says the battle is not yours.
What?
The battle is not yours. It's not ours.
The battle is not yours?
It's not, meaning that it's not in us. It's not in an individual. It's up to the Lord.
What does that mean? That doesn't make sense.
It does make plenty of sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It does. It's in the
No,
Bible.
that makes zero
And it's
sense.
stated. Yes, it is. Now see, that's what confuses me about you. You want to get on a radio show and say what you know about the Lord, but you never do any research at all. Read the Bible if you're a Christian pastor.
Does the Bible say our battle is a spiritual battle?
It is a spiritual battle. It's
right?
Spiritual.
Right.
It's spiritual.
Does the Bible say our battle is a spiritual battle?
It's a spiritual battle. Yeah, it's spiritual.
And do you love white people?
Do you love black people?
Right.
I love all people.
How about white people? Do you love white?
I love all.
How about white people?
All people.
I didn't ask about all people. I'm asking.
And I'm telling you, I love all people.
Right. Do you love white people?
I love all people.
I'm going to ask you one more time. I have to hang up if you're not going to respond.
I don't give a damn what you do. I love all people.
Don't be cursing. Do you love white people?
I love all people.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Amazing. Let me go to let me go to Josh, a first-time caller Joshua out of Illinois. Joshua, welcome to the show. You're on the air. Joshua? Oh, hold on a minute. I'm sorry, buddy. That's my fault. Joshua, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can.
You're on the air. Thanks for calling.
I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, sir.
Thank you, Joshua.
You have offered a lot of laughs over the years, my friend.
Amazing. Well, Merry Christmas to you. What?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Josh. Any plan for the holidays?
No. My family's all spread out, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's fleeing Illinois. And I can't be mad at them for that.
I don't
they're out.
I don't blame them at all, man. What the?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, Merry Christmas.
Oh.
And thank you, Joshua.
Yes, sir. Could I toss something in your ear?
Yes.
A different take on transgender things.
Okay. Go ahead.
The transgender thing that's going on. The worst part about it is that they're asking you to lie to them for them.
Yep.
So it's like, I can understand, you know, anybody, he talks a bunch of different scenarios in front of people and lie to me. And, you know, there's a lot of ways that could happen. They'll lie for you. You're only going to lie for people that are your people.
Yeah.
So lie to you, for you, that turns everything into a...
It's unfortunate that, the world is evil, human beings are evil, that the people who are stuck in that lifestyle, they only have spirits inside of their minds and body, their emotions, and because no one is telling them how to overcome, they're keeping these people in hell by telling them it's transgender, is this, when it's really just evil spirits, and these people are unwilling to forgive and overcome, and the world is lying to them in order to make money off of them, to control them, because God said that every human being must repent and be born again. And these people are lying to these people and putting names to their problems rather than showing them how to overcome. They're destroying their body parts and everything. And it's only to use them. It's only to make money from them. They don't care about each other at all. There's no love.
Yes, sir.
Joshua, thank you, man, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God bless you, Jesse.
You too, buddy. 888-7753-773. Super chat. Super.
We got to talk the walk. Bought 3 coffees. Thanks, fellas, for another year of sharing the truth.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to everyone and also the entire Bond crew, including the new boy in the back. 2 thumbs up. 100. American flag.
Nice. Thank you. And thanks for your support, helping us to help others. Merry Christmas.
Terry bought a coffee. Answer to the biblical question.
Do you love your male and female problems?
I love my female problems, quote unquote, Jesse. Every month my hormones and fecundity fluctuate. I feel sorry for you fellows who will never know the feeling of this sacred mystery. P.S. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Is she talking about the monthly thing?
Yeah.
We had a discussion in the fellowship once, and then we picked it up in women's forum where we'd be more open about it. If you have no anger, your little monthly cycle won't bother you. It will not be a big deal if you didn't have the anger. Give that a try. My Christmas present to you. Give it a try. Drop the anger and see what happens. Amazing. Merry Christmas.
Joelle's Mexican cousin donated a diamond. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. What the?
What the? Thank you very much. Amazing.
Ryan bought a coffee. God and Jesse. Jesse and James. James over Joelle and Joelle over Nick. The order of God. Merry Christmas.
Amazing. Thank you. Nick, why you gotta be over me?
Someone bought a coffee.
Amazing. Thank you.
If you're white, it's can't. If you're black, it's can't. If you're white, it's ambulance. If you're black, it's ambulance. If you're white, it's library. If you're black, it's library. If you're white, it's ask. Ask.
Ask.
If you're black, it's axe. If you're white, it's Mary. And if you're black, it's Mabry.
And if you're white, it's I am leaving. But if you're black, I'm finna to go. Thank you. Nice. Amazing.
Tony bought a coffee. I love the snow, and when it rains all the time, my cowboy boots, my guns by my side, and when the sun hits my eyes, to live or die, I thank God for this country of mine. Tony, a cowboy's prayer. Merry Christmas, everyone. Country and Western Tuesday.
Nice. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Amazing. Thank you.
P.S. Caglione 3 says Jesse and Pearl are amazing.
Amazing. You gotta love Pearl Davis.
With a rumble rant.
Amazing. Thank you.
And Mr. J says, hey, make a shirt with Jesse as a fighter, and put Punchy under the boxer.
Nice idea. You hear that, Joel? What the? Amazing idea.
Punchie, by the way.
Right.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Thank you all. Amazing. Nice. Let me go quickly to Jason out of New York. Jason, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jason.
Hi, I just have a question. Well, first I want to tell you.
Jason, come back to your... Are you on a speakerphone or something?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, are you on a speakerphone?
No.
Okay.
I'll get as close as I can.
Okay, and stay with it, all right?
All right.
Go ahead.
So you've changed my life with your teachings, advice, and I left my family. I'm living with my aunt. Long story, but not important. The reason I'm calling is because now, everything was falling into place. Like you said, it was amazing. I got a job and stuff. I was in a horrible place. So
come back to your... Jason, hold on. Don't hang up. Derrick, see what's going on with his phone. It's going in and out, and it sounds like he on a YouTube, Bluetooth, something going on. And then I'll come back to him. Don't hang up. Let me go. Is it Ray, a first-time caller out of Michigan? Ray, is it Ray?
Yep, it's Ray.
Ray, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, Ray. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and happy holidays to everybody listening. I'm kind of nervous to talk to you. I listen to your show all the time. Okay. But I just wanted to give a testimony about the silent prayer.
Okay.
There was a lady that called a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about her struggle with food, like food addiction. And when I was listening, I could relate so much to what she was saying, like using food as a coping mechanism, running to food when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're mad, all those things. And then I've been hearing about the silent prayer, and so I started to put that into practice, dealing with food addiction myself. And it's really, really helped. So far, I'm down 13 pounds, and I still want to continue to keep going, keep dropping this weight. And it's so much more. I'm realizing it's so much more than physical weight. It's like spiritual weight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I realized, growing up, my family never had a healthy relationship with food, so therefore it's like they kind of projected that on me. And growing up dealing with trauma and things like that, food kind of became my comfort.
Yes.
And so breaking away from that, it's really cleared my head. It's caused me to really put things into perspective. It's like God put food on this earth for nourishment. It's not for it's not to use as a vice. It's not to use to replace anyone or anything. It's just for the nourishment of my body to keep me alive. And so the silent prayer has really, truly helped in that aspect. To really help me to stay present, to watch my thoughts. I question now when I eat. I'm like, am I really hungry?
I know.
Or, is it am I running to it for emotional comfort or satisfaction or whatever? It's really helped a lot. So I just wanted to say thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For that. And I'm still working on forgiving my parents. I know that at first I forgave them in my heart, but I know that I through you I have to go to them.
Right.
And tell them personally. So
and why?
Yeah, that's coming.
I want to make the point about food. You're right. That's why God said when we eat and drink, we should eat and drink in remembrance of Him, meaning that don't use food and drink to escape, but when you're eating, be present so that you don't overeat and you don't eat the wrong kind of food when you're conscious of what you're doing. So you're absolutely right about that. And then why haven't you gone to your parents already?
Because I'm shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my boots.
What do you think will happen?
I think I'm afraid of their reaction because I'll say this. My mom is very self-righteous. Like, she doesn't really see the wrong in what she does a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I think, if I go to her and say, hey, Mom, you screwed me up, and I just wanted to come to you and say, I forgive you for what you did, I think I'm afraid of her reaction, how she'll take it. I know I shouldn't be.
Right. Why do you care about her reaction at all?
Because I think I care too much about what she thinks.
No, what it is, you hate her. Your anger is hatred, and whomever you're angry at, they control you. That's why you're afraid, and so you're not going to be able to overcome that until you face the fear. You got to look the fear right in the face and face it, and shake in your boots and do nothing else about it. So you got to tell your mother, face your mother while shaking in your boots, and you'll walk away from her free of the fear and everything, and you'll walk away in perfect love. And you will never be afraid of anyone or any situation ever again. But you got to face the fear.
Yeah, you're right. And I think another thing about my mom is...
Can you hold that thought for me?
Yeah, sure thing.
Hold on. Let me take a quick break. 888-7753-773. Oh, the treasure chest is now open on D-Live. Amazing. Hey, y'all, this is Jesse again. Let me say Merry Christmas to all of you, and especially Goldco. Goldco has helped us and is helping us to get this 24-hour network done. Merry Christmas, Goldco, and thank you. And because I love you all and appreciate the fact that you're working on yourself and you're helping us to help others, I want to encourage you to start checking out Goldco. Invest in yourself, not just spiritually, but financially as well, physically. Check out Goldco. They have some amazing information there for you. And we have a promo going on between Goldco and my listeners. The qualified accounts receive a 10% instant match in bonus silver. A 10% instant match in bonus silver for qualified accounts, all right? Those who listen to, that's a special for my listeners. So go to JesseLovesGold.com. JesseLovesGold.com or call 855-644-GOLD. That's 855-644-GOLD. And thank you, Goldco.com, and Merry Christmas. All right, folks, welcome back. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you all so much for what you've done to help us to help others. And stay on that straight and narrow path. No matter what happens out there or inside your imagination, you stay with it. Don't give up. Don't let evil cause you to look to the left or to the right or look ahead or look back. You stay present. And you do the silent prayer, forgive, do the silent prayer, and practice being present. All right? Stay with it, you men and women. Seek first what is right, the kingdom, the truth, and all will be added unto you. Put nothing or no one before that. And so thank you again. And in a minute here, I want you to meet the rest of my staff, the producer of the FallenState.tv and the computer guy in a minute here. But so thank you all very, very much. We finished those super chats that we had, right, James?
I think so.
Okay, I want to go quickly back to Ray, a first-time caller out of Michigan. And Ray is doing the silent prayer. She's working on herself. And now she got to face her mother. And Ray, you were about to say you think the problem with your mother is what?
I think one issue that I see in my mom is like low-key underlying jealousy. She doesn't want me to, I guess, to be more successful than her. And then I'll try to keep it pithy, but a couple years ago, she was diagnosed with lung disease, and she had a lung transplant. And I was in high school at the time. Graduated high school, went to college, and then I had to drop out of college to take care of her. And that took a lot out of me. Like, I didn't have any friends. I was pretty much, it was just me and her. Like, anytime she was in the hospital, I was with her. I would spend the night and things like that with her. And then when she got better, I'm like, okay, I felt like I had my life back. So I'm like, I could go out, I can do things, I can date, whatever. I can go out and, live my life. But I feel like now she's kind of like, oh, like you kicked me to the curb. Like you don't hang out with me anymore. And we've talked multiple times. Like I've expressed the way that I felt. I told her how I felt that, when she was sick, I didn't have a life and now I can live and do things. But it's almost like she kind of resents me for that. And sometimes, like when I go out, sometimes she'll guilt trip me. Like, oh, you're not going to stay at home. Oh, you're not going to spend time with me. And sometimes I really do get frustrated with that because I'm like, I want to live my life and I feel like I have every right to. I'm 24 years old.
Do you live with her?
Yes.
Why?
Yep, I live with both of my parents.
Why?
Because they told me I could stay with them until I get married, and fingers crossed I'm getting married next year. But
oh, you're engaged. You're engaged?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. So listen, your mother's evil. She's pure evil, and she can't help it. And you gotta go face that evil, shaking in your boots, and forgive her, and start speaking up. But don't resent, and you'll be fine. But you gotta face her.
Yeah, and then like with speaking up, it's like I know I'm supposed to, honor my parents, be respectful, but at the same time, I want to speak my mind, and I feel like sometimes when I do speak my mind, she gets upset.
I know, but that's only because you are angry at her. That's why she can control you by being emotional and doing all these weird things, being nice and being mean and being that. But once you forgive her, she can't control you at all because now you're not afraid of her. You will be able to speak up. And honor your parents just simply means don't resent them. It doesn't mean don't speak up to them. And you're not obligated to them. You don't owe them anything. And you shouldn't have to take care of your mother if she get cancer and all that. That's not your job. Unless you just want to do it without doing it out of guilt. But your obligation is to love them by not being angry at them. You're supposed to speak up. You're a grown person now. Even as a kid, you can do it. But you're supposed to speak up. If you can't speak up to your parent, you're not going to be able to speak up to the world.
Yeah, that's true, Jesse. I think one more thing I want to add is that when I do speak up to them, I can see, like, their, like, their disposition change. Like, I can totally see them, like, flip to evil. Just
right.
As
Absolutely.
soon as I open my mouth and try to defend myself, it's just like, I guess they feel like I don't have a right to do that.
They want to control you. When you asked your father why did he protect you from your mother, what did he say?
Oh, I haven't asked him that yet.
Why not?
I need to, though.
Why haven't you asked that?
I'm scared. I'm shaking in my boots.
That's because you have anger. So here,
and I do kind of resent my dad too, because like going back to the whole body thing and my weight and things like that. When I got to that age where I started hitting puberty, a woman's body changes, and so I started gaining a little weight, but it was healthy weight. But he wasn't used to that, and so it's kind of like, oh, you're putting on weight. You need to start working out. You need to start eating less. And so I kind of held on to that, like as trauma. That kind of messed me up.
Yeah.
So I know I need to forgive him for that as well, because he did, like, he really affected me. He really affected,
of course,
my body image and like the way that I see myself. But now it's like, to me, it's not even about looks anymore. It's about health, and I want to be healthy all the way around. And I know that in order to be healthy spiritually, I need to forgive.
Why don't you do it this Christmas?
You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll forgive them. I'll forgive them both.
Shaking your boots, and while shaking, just notice that you're shaking, but forgive, and the shaking will end.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate your help. I appreciate all that you do and all that you say, and like I said, I listen to your show all the time, and you've helped so many people, and you've helped me a lot, and you continue to help me, and I'm really grateful. And I just thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And I want you to call me next year and let me know what happened, how did it go when you went and faced them, all right?
Okay, yes, I will do.
Amazing.
One more thing I want to say.
Yeah.
Congratulations, the Great White Hope has won.
The Great White Hope. Let me see what the Great White Hope has to say today.
Yes.
Tomorrow they will say Donald Trump rants and raves at the press. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just telling you. You're dishonest people.
Amazing. The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope. And you are the Great Black Hope.
Amazing. Nice. Well, Merry Christmas.
I wish I lived out.
So what now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying I wish I lived out in California because I would come to the fellowships, but I do stream them on YouTube. They're awesome.
Right on.
Keep it up.
You stay with it. Merry Christmas. Do yourself your greatest gift this year to yourself is to go and forgive your parents.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will do that.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless you.
All right. God bless you guys, and you have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your time off.
I will. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice. So Doug is not around, right? My computer guy is not around. Webmaster is not here. But last but not least, the producer of the Fallen State .TV is here. This is Daniel.
What's going on, guys?
Not me.
Daniel, Merry Christmas from everybody to you. Anything you want to say?
Jesse, so I found you through the Fallen State and the Fallen State YouTube in the summer of 2018.
Amazing.
And I was hooked from the get.
Right on.
And then I started watching all the radio show. Like every morning I would watch the radio show. And I became one of those chat people that chat all day. They call them chat-tards.
Really?
I became full-blown chat-tard right away. And I was on the chats every morning, and then on the Sundays as well, I'd be in the chats.
Right on.
And then one day, James read one of my chats out loud on the show. He read it to you and Joel, because Joel was still doing the audio engineer.
Right, he black.
And it wasn't even a super chat. It was just like a little joke.
Oh.
And it was during when Travis, what's his name? No, not Travis. The musician, remember the musician? The redheaded musician?
Oh, okay. Yeah. With the beard.
I can't remember his name now.
All right.
He would play before church one day.
He made the Beta Male song. Remember the Beta
that
Male
one.
song?
Oh.
Yeah.
So he made the Beta Male song. He made a couple of other songs. The chat doesn't know the name.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
It's the guy who made the.
We can't promote
the
him?
end of the stand-up
I
remix.
can't even think of the name, to be honest.
Trevor Wesley.
Yeah. Trevor. Shout out to Trevor.
Shout out Trevor.
Yeah.
So he made all those remixes of your songs, and then on the chat, I was like, "Oh, Joel should make a dance video to the songs."
Nice.
and James found that funny, but you and Joel didn't really find it funny. But then
everybody think black people just dance.
But then I called you. Then I ended up calling the show. Like I just had to call you, and the first time I ever talked to you was like in December. It was either 18th or 21st. It was around that time, and I remember opening with "Feliz Navidad."
Oh yes,
that's funny.
And
that's
then you kept saying "Feliz Navidad" after that.
Nice.
So then after I heard you guys were looking for a producer, I moved to LA right away.
Right on.
And I've been here ever since.
From Miami?
From Miami to LA.
Right on. Amazing.
I didn't know that backstory.
Me either.
He only in the last couple of years because he's been working several years.
Right.
He only recently doxed his screen name to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't know who it was forever.
I mean, it's okay.
I just remember you showing up one day. I remember that. Amazing. Well, the producer of The Fallen State, and we have some great shows coming up next year, huh?
Yep. Yeah, the first one of the year is going to be amazing.
Amazing. Nice.
So,
Can I dox what your name was?
No.
Okay.
no need for that.
Amazing. So this is Daniel, the producer of the FallenState.tv. Amazing. So
And he's been on American Anchor Baby.
Couple times.
Oh, and Punchy, right?
And Punchy TV.
Punchy up.
Punchy.tv. Amazing. Thanks for Daniel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Nice. Amazing. Let me go back to Jason, see if he's ready real fast here. Jason, let's try it again out of New York. Go ahead.
All right. Hi, Jesse. So there's a girl at a diner that caught my interest.
I remember that.
Oh, you do now?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a girl at a diner that caught my interest. She got a kid, though. What do you think?
Drop her.
Well, I'm not with her yet, but why?
Because kids don't like step parents, and when mothers get involved with guys and guys get involved with mothers like that, it's about themselves, and the kids are going to be jealous and angry, and it's just going to encourage them to judge even more so, because they only want their natural parents. Kids, boys and girls yearn for their natural father, not a fake father.
So, are you sure it'd be worse if there was no man as opposed to a man?
I'm sorry?
Are you sure that it would be better to not even go into it than if there was a man in this family's life?
For the children, because they already resent their mothers and they're yearning for the father. So if you get involved with her, now do what you want. If you want to get involved, that's totally up to you. It's just my best advice. Because just having a man there, you're not there for the children. You're there for you, and she is for her. And no one really cares about the children, because if you cared about the children, you wouldn't do it.
But aren't there good stepfathers?
No. There are stepfathers who, they do their best, but still the kid's not going to accept them.
And so it would agitate them more. That's what you're saying.
Yes, absolutely. Even if you were the best stepfather in a physical way, you take care of them, you give them money, you whatever, they still going to be yearning for their natural father. They would never accept you as their father.
Right, and that's okay. But this is just kind of like a life situation where the mom gets a boyfriend type thing, and that's that's why it's called a stepfather. It's not the real father, but it's still a dude helping out. I'm just saying the resentment will be there whether the stepdad is there or not, is what I'm saying.
Right, but it's going to be worse because now they resent the mother even more so because she brought another man in their lives, and then they're going to resent the stepfather or the stepmother for being in their life being between them and their father, or in the mother case, in the father case, they are between the mother and the kids. They're not going to like that, period. But so are you dating this girl?
No, I was planning on getting to know her and doing a year without sex.
And doing what now?
Because I'm a year without sex because I believe in everything you're saying and I want to do it.
Why don't you seek first what is right and let God add a woman unto you instead of looking for one?
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure of because everything was working out in my life because I listened to your advice and then I got this job. So I just wasn't sure if there was an evil attack or God giving me a woman.
Well, God's not going to give you a woman that already have children because she not only does she already have a kid or children, she's already angry. She's already angry at the father, the kids she's been with, because he let her down by not leading her in the right way. And all you're going to do is pick up somebody else's problem, and then she's going to resent you, so now you got double problems. So she's going to resent you, and the kid's going to resent you, and everybody going to resent everybody.
Yeah, but if perfect love is involved, can't that be...
Come back to your phone again.
If it's done with perfect love, can it be a good family?
But if it was done with perfect love, you would be marrying a woman that already have children.
Okay. That's interesting. All right.
Thank you, Jason. Because of time, I got to run. But if you decide to go with it, I wish you well. Let me know.
All right. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Super chat. Super.
Super chats.
Over on Kick, Brother Sonny, who lives in MTG's home district, will shoot you if you come up in the yard and don't ask her reasonable questions. I have her permission. Marjorie Green. This is a response from Punchy TV.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
I can't respond. I'm not familiar. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Sonny. And he says you will get shot just thinking about going to Memphis.
Amazing. Memphis is a mess.
Yeah. That was a comment from the producer. All my bone days bought a coffee. At this point, Trump is more black than Joel since he has multiple baby mamas, been shot, and worked at McDonald's. What the?
That's a good point. And Maze, you're right about Joel. He does not know the black culture. What? Amazing. Thank you.
CLC over on Twitch. How do you feel about the Santa tracker by NORAD, etc.?
I just heard about that this morning. That's amazing. And when I heard about the Santa tracker, I thought about the young kid that was at church on Sunday. I can't wait to mention that to him. I want him to know Santa is real and to check out the Santa tracker. Amazing. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that... Tommy bought 5 coffees. Hi, Jesse. I'm a big fan. December 25th is not Jesus' birthday. September 11th is. Tomorrow is an Illuminati satanic holiday celebrating Nimrod's reincarnation in the winter solstice, which involves child sacrifice. Satan has hijacked the story of Jesus, made it into a religion. And he goes on, and not very pithy chat.
Piffy! Keep it piffy.
The only way to truly know God is to prove your worth and find him from within. To be reborn, take care.
Amazing. Merry Christmas. Thank you. And no one really knows when Jesus' birthday is.
That's true.
I noticed that. No one really knows.
They speculate April.
Right. I'm about to say, some people say it was in around that time, April. Some people say September. Some people say Christmas. So no one really knows.
That's right.
And that's fine. We don't need to know when his birthday is. Christ didn't even care about when his birthday. He did not make a deal about his birthday, right?
We're just glad that he was born.
Right.
The angels made a deal out of it because they wanted the wise men and the shepherds to go check him out.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Oh, you
and
did?
the star came over Bethlehem,
Amazing.
the city of David. Shout out to Joel's Mexican cousin, Games for Rec, taking care of business, Grandpa Daryl, and the rest of the D-Live crew. And thank you, guys. I do believe that is all for now.
Oh, amazing. So the Hake Report is coming up next, and then Joel Friday TV, he black, and then the American Anchor Baby. This is my last show for this year. We are doing replays, though, starting tomorrow. And
listen line.
What?
On the listen line.
What?
Audio only.
What?
On the listen line. Audio only.
My shows?
Yep.
On the listen, whatever all that means, on the listen line, audio only, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
If you go to the app, JLP Live app.
Go to app, JLP Live app. Amazing. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I absolutely appreciate all of you. Even my enemies. I've learned a lot from my enemies. And so thank you. And thanks for your support. Continue to support us. And if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be back. And we'll all be back on January 2nd, 2025. All right? Thank you all so much. Let me go quickly to Andrew out of Texas, a first-time caller. Andrew, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Jesse? Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Andrew. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, man, for the whole year that, you continue to put out content every single day, man. And it helps me a lot, and I appreciate it. I really do. So Merry Christmas, man, and a Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Andrew. You too, and you stay with it. Stay with it. Stay
I will,
with
man.
it. It only gets better. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I am so out of time. I tried to get everybody and their mama in, and then for the white, everybody and their mama. But I just couldn't do it. Trey out of New York. Reed, a first-time call out of California. Merle out of Michigan. Gabe out of Texas. And a call just dropped. I am out of time. My last show for this year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And thank you all again for supporting what we're doing and helping us to help others as well. Be safe. And if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be back on January 2nd. We will be doing replays, audio something. Audio what?
On the 605 number and all that stuff. The audio feeds.
Okay. Nice. And so the Hake Report is coming up now. And after the Hake Report, Joel Friday TV at 11 a.m. And after Joel Friday TV, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby. And I'll see you all on Sunday. If the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, go to rebuildingtheman.com/church. And we still have the sale going on all through December, the Bond merch, all right? Check it out, Bond Holiday Sale, 15% off, rebuildingtheman.com/store. And check out Goldco.com, Goldco.com, or call 855-644-GO, or Jesse Loves Go. Bye, y'all. JesseLoveGo.com. Merry Christmas.
But you beg and blame and lie and hate and never want to stand for the truth. So what you planning to do? You understand in the lose. You better go talk to your mama, better stop at the drama, better drop all the trauma. Boy, you better stand up, man up. Put your hand up and hut. Cause if we don't, then we lose, and then we gotta hear the fake news. Whoa. So you get something went wrong, but face the truth about yourself and just seek first God's kingdom, cause you must know that so you get something went wrong, but seek first God's kingdom, cause I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. So, Here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier, easier, easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church.